What do you think is like the future of the suit? Is it dying a slow, painful death? Every guy still needs to have one. Like, where are we at in 2018?
I think the suit might go away at one point, but I think we're very far from that. I think suits are evolving a little bit. I think guys want performance fabric. They want to be comfortable, you know. There's a lot of guys who will only wear a suit once or twice, you know, to their wedding and maybe their friend's wedding and funerals and stuff like that. So, you know, for them, maybe it doesn't matter that much, but for the average guy who's going to wear a suit, you know, maybe 10 times a year or 20 times a year, I think it's really important to have something that's comfortable. And so for that reason, like stretch fabrics and technical fabrics are gonna work their way into formal wear.
We still gotta have it.
Yeah, totally.
Oh man, where's the suit going? That is a good question. Okay, my opinion on this, totally my opinion, not based in any, okay, maybe it's based in a little bit of reality, right?
Yeah.
I think that we will still continue to see suits as kind of a mainstay in industries where it's still very much expected. So things like finance or for attorneys or in politics or things like that. But as the world continues to move further and further away, because I mean, if you think about it, 100 years ago, a suit was homogenous. Like every man needed to own a suit because every man actually had a place in which he could wear a suit. And that's changed. That changed with the baby boomers and the sexual revolution and all that kind of stuff that happened. And then that changed even more with the like the internet revolution, and you get big guys who run these major companies, and right, I mean, we're not in suits. We've even seen that within the style community. I just wrote an email about this to my own list, where, I mean, how many of the guys this week have just been in t-shirts the whole time, you know? And so I think that it will become less and less of a thing that is for everybody, and it will become more insular within particular tribes. And then even then, as some of the old guard continues to die out more and more, then you'll see it move into business casual, and then you'll see it turn into whatever the iteration of regular clothing is at that time. And I know guys will hear that and they'll be like, no, I love suits and why, but I mean, if you think about like frock coats and cravats and top hats and all that, like, style changes. You know, the guys who live in Rome are not wearing togas on the Senate floor. And yes, guys in England, they still wear the wigs, you know, the judges do, because those very insular communities and all the symbols and everything else that come with that are still in there. But as a general thing, yeah, I think we're going to see it go away.
I think the tie dies first, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the tie will die first. Yes, the tie will die first, absolutely.
All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so I'll wear a suit for a wedding, and that's about it. I was on national TV and I didn't wear a suit. For me, like, a suit has always had to be more of like a Euro cut, so slimmer fit. And then I prefer like more interesting textures, as well as like details, like the inner lane have like floral pattern or something like that. And generally stay away from the more traditional side of things.
Okay. So, but you have one that you wear for weddings?
Yeah, I got a suit, three-piece suit.
All right, that's about it.
Unfortunately, I made the decision to get this like really nice wool, but in Austin, you can only wear it like one day.
Right.
So I don't get to wear it too often.
Need some linen.
Yeah, linen would be great.
If
But
you-
I
if
don't
you
like the
ever wore
wrinkles. I don't like the wrinkles.
Yeah, or if you ever wore suits.
Yeah.
That's true.
I personally feel like the suit is always going to have its place in men's closets because there's always going to be that level of formality that's needed, right? I feel like now it's pretty casual in the general style, at least here in America. But I don't think a suit really is going anywhere in the most traditional sense. I don't see it ever really going away completely. Yeah, I don't know. Do you feel that way?
I think it's funny to go to New York and you see them. That's where you see the most suits,
Right.
like per capita, and then most cities it's kind of slow. But then
Right.
in Europe, there's still a lot of suits.
That is true.
Over in Europe, but for the most part, yeah, it's like most companies that I was going to, the executives were wearing shorts and polo shirts, and it's all become so casual.
I guess it's dependent on industry too. Like when I was working in San Francisco, even the higher ups would never wear a suit. It's almost like frowned upon. Like they would wear, just like polos or jeans. That was like the most formal they would get. But you're right, New York in finance, law,
politics.
Exactly. Everyone's still in suits.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Oh, it's recording.